Welcome to the History AI podcast, where the past comes alive with facts, anecdotes, and a dash of humor. Here are your hosts, Chuck and Marco.
Welcome, dear listeners, to another enthralling episode of the History AI podcast, where we dive into the enigmatic corners of history, bringing forth tales of trailblazers, brilliant minds, and inspiring journeys. I'm your host, Chuck.
And I'm Marco. Today's episode is electrifyingly special, because we'll be exploring the life of a woman whose very name radiates brilliance in the scientific world. Oh yes, we're talking about the remarkable Marie Curie.
Ah, Marie Curie. The lady who glowed in the dark of history with her radioactive discoveries.
Well, Chuck, while your joke lights up the introduction, it's essential to illuminate how Curie's luminous contributions to science have illuminated the path for countless researchers.
Let's dive into the initial chapters of Marie Curie's life, which laid the foundation for her groundbreaking future. Born in 1867 in Warsaw, Poland, Maria Salomea Sklodowska was the youngest of 5 children in the Sklodowska family.
Yes, and her family, despite being of noble roots, was deeply entwined with struggles. Her father, Władysław Sklodowski, was a teacher of mathematics and physics, while her mother, Bronisława, operated a prestigious Warsaw boarding school for girls. But life wasn't academically serene for them, was it, Chuck?
Far from serene, Marco. After Poland lost its independence and fell under Russian occupation, the family navigated through times of financial crisis and political repression. Marie's parents were involved in nationalist activities, which at times jeopardized their jobs and social standing.
Losing their property and fortunes in uprisings against the oppressive Tsarist Russia, the family dwelled amidst struggles yet held on to the belief in education. Young Marie was homeschooled initially, and later, despite facing numerous obstacles as a woman in a male-dominated society, she never let the flame of learning flicker out.
Her mother's demise from tuberculosis when Marie was only 10 and her elder sister Zofia's death from typhus cast shadows of grief over her early years. Despite the sadness enveloping her life, Marie made a pact with her sister Bronia, didn't she, Marco?
Ah, the pact of dreams and dedication. Marie and Bronia made a deal to support each other's educational aspirations. Marie worked as a governess, saving money to fund Bronia's medical studies in Paris with the understanding that Bronia would later assist her in pursuing higher studies.
Not only saving money but also investing in self-education, Marie utilized her time, learning from the books in the libraries and participating in the clandestine Floating University, a secret institution that provided higher education to Polish youth, challenging the oppressive educational restrictions.
Her journey from Warsaw to Paris, from Maria to Marie, was not just a physical transition but a symbolic one, marking her change into a force that would radiate through the scientific realms in the years to come.
This blend of resilient spirit, unwavering determination, and an insatiable thirst for knowledge propelled Marie into realms that were hitherto uncharted, not only for her but for the world. Her early life was indeed a crucible, shaping and solidifying her destiny. Transitioning from the hardships in Poland, Marie, then Maria, made a life-altering move to Paris, where the aura of scientific and intellectual liberation engulfed her being. It was in the city of love, she not only found her heart but also the pulse of her scientific curiosity, didn't she, Marco?
Absolutely, Chuck. And talk about a dramatic change. The atmosphere in Paris during the late 19th century was electric, bubbling with new ideas, debates, and a liberal approach to science and knowledge. Marie enrolled at the Sorbonne, one of the most prestigious educational institutions, with a hunger to delve into the depths of physics and mathematics.
And it's essential to underline, Marco, that Marie's determination to acquire knowledge was unyielding. She literally immersed herself in academia, often forgetting meals and navigating through her courses amidst health and financial challenges.
Her dedication bore fruit when she was awarded a degree in physics in 1893 and later, in mathematics. The years at Sorbonne were not just about academic exploration but also a personal journey, navigating through the challenges and experiences that shaped her perspectives and strengthened her resolve.
The presence of many like-minded intellectuals, including scientists, philosophers, and thinkers, provided a fertile ground for her insatiable curiosity. It's where she crossed paths with Pierre Curie, a physicist with whom she found not just love but also a like-minded, equally passionate scientific companion.
Pierre Curie, an established scientist, was mesmerized by Marie's passion for science. Despite having an established career, he was drawn to Marie's magnetic personality and her brilliant mind. Theirs was a union of intellect, passion, and shared curiosity about the mysteries of the physical world.
The couple married in 1895, and, eschewing traditional norms, Marie maintained her maiden name, adding Curie to it, symbolizing not just a marital union, but a union of equals, pioneers who would together embark on a journey that would redefine the very essence of science and research.
Together, they established a laboratory in Paris, where amidst challenging conditions, they explored the enigmatic world of magnetism, radioactivity, and electromagnetism, crafting a scientific saga that still reverberates through the corridors of global research.
Marie, now a wife, a partner in research, and later a mother, magnificently balanced her personal and professional life, etching an indelible mark not just in the scientific community but also sculpting a narrative of empowerment, perseverance, and undeterred pursuit of knowledge.
An emblem of determination, intellect, and passion, Marie Curie forged ahead, challenging stereotypes, breaking barriers, and illuminating the scientific world with her discoveries and endeavors. Her years in Paris, alongside Pierre, were instrumental in sculpting a narrative that continues to inspire generations of scientists, researchers, and dreamers worldwide.
So here we are ready to delve into the period where the scientific world was about to be irrevocably changed by the groundbreaking discoveries made by Marie and Pierre Curie.
Absolutely, Chuck. After setting a base in Paris and establishing their laboratory, the Curies undertook a journey to explore the mysterious phenomenon of radioactivity, a term that was later actually coined by Marie herself.
Intriguing, Marco. Their voyage into the unknown began with a peculiar mineral, pitchblende, which exhibited radioactivity much stronger than uranium, as previously discovered by Henri Becquerel. Marie's instinctive curiosity nudged her to question this anomaly, initiating an investigation that was to reveal secrets embedded within the very fabric of the atom.
Their quest to uncover the secrets of pitchblende entailed arduous manual labor, extracting minuscule amounts of new elements from tons of the raw mineral. It was a testament to their unparalleled dedication that they endured the tedious and physically demanding process.
And let's underscore, their lab conditions were far from ideal. We're talking about a dilapidated shed with a leaky roof and insufficient facilities. Yet, amidst these challenging conditions, Marie and Pierre extracted an element 400 times more radioactive than uranium, which Marie named polonium in honor of her homeland, Poland.
Only months later, another monumental discovery was made, radium, an element that would become synonymous with the miraculous and perilous potentials of radioactivity. These discoveries were not merely elements, they were keys that unlocked new realms in physics, chemistry, medicine, and technology.
The 1903 Nobel Prize in Physics, awarded to Marie, Pierre, and Becquerel, propelled the Curies into international stardom. Marie, the first woman to be awarded a Nobel Prize, became a beacon of inspiration worldwide.
But tragedy struck in 1906 when Pierre Curie met with a fatal accident. Marie, despite being enveloped in grief, stood resilient, continuing their work and accepting the position offered to her to fill Pierre's position as a professor at the Sorbonne, becoming the first woman to do so.
While her discoveries opened new horizons in science, they also brought her fame, scrutiny, and challenges, navigating through which Marie solidified her position as a scientific giant and a woman of indomitable spirit.
Her subsequent win of the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1911, following the isolation of radium and the investigation of its compounds, further substantiated her contributions, marking her as a force that reshaped contemporary scientific paradigms.
The discoveries of polonium and radium, the exploration of radioactivity, and the acknowledgement through Nobel Prizes defined an era where Marie Curie emerged not just as a scientist but as an epoch-making legend, crafting tales of dedication, brilliance, and extraordinary contribution.
Indeed, Chuck, she ventured into the abyss of the unknown, illuminated it with her discoveries, and left a trail that future generations of scientists, explorers, and thinkers would tread upon, exploring, discovering, and continuing the journey she embarked upon.
From the mind behind the History AI podcast comes an electrifying journey into the past. A ripple through time, Franklin's Folly. Dive into a tale where Benjamin Franklin, America's beloved inventor, takes an unexpected journey through time. But with his leap, he unleashes a powerful ripple. Now, with dark forces lurking in the shadows, harnessing this energy to shatter and enslave the world, it's a race against time. Will Franklin fix the future? Or will history rewrite itself? Uncover the secrets. A ripple through time, Franklin's Folly. Time has never been more fragile. On Amazon pre-sale now. Welcome back to the History AI podcast. We've traversed the remarkable journey of Marie Curie, from her early struggles to lighting the torch of discovery in the world of science. Now, let's traverse the path of her enduring legacy and the shadows cast by her groundbreaking work.
Indeed, Chuck. The glow of her discoveries in radioactivity not only illuminated new scientific realms but also cast unforeseen shadows. The adverse health effects of radiation were unknown during Marie's time, leading her to work with radioactive materials without protective shields, resulting in a myriad of health issues.
Her notebooks from the 1890s, still radioactive, are kept in lead-lined boxes, symbolizing her indelible and quite literal imprint on scientific history. The irony isn't lost, that the same rays which enlighten the scientific paths also dim the physical vitality of those who discovered them. Marie experienced health issues throughout her career, ultimately succumbing to aplastic anemia, a condition linked to high-level radiation exposure, in 1934.
It's a poignant reminder, Chuck, of the hidden costs borne by pioneers. However, despite her physical ordeal, Marie's indomitable spirit never wavered. Even amidst health crises, she engaged in relentless work during World War I, developing mobile radiography units, which greatly aided battlefield surgeons.
And not just in direct scientific applications, her research in radioactivity set forth a cascade of advancements in various domains, from medical treatments and imaging to scientific research and nuclear energy. Her research paved the way for developing X-ray machines, which have since become indispensable in medical diagnostics.
Oh, absolutely. And let's not forget her role as a mentor and a torchbearer. Marie's daughter, Irene Joliot Curie, walked in her mother's footsteps, contributing to nuclear physics and artificial radioactivity, which was, interestingly, a pathway initiated by her mother's discoveries.
And continuing the legacy, her granddaughter, Helene Langevin Joliot, is a noted nuclear physicist, ensuring the Curie family's imprints continue to shape the world of science. Marie's legacy isn't confined to her direct descendants. She forged a path and illuminated the way for countless women scientists, showcasing brilliance and determination in male-dominated terrains.
Absolutely, Chuck. Her legacy also envelops the institutional landmarks named in her honor, such as the Curie Institutes in Paris and Warsaw, and the numerous streets, squares, and educational institutions across the globe, serving as everlasting symbols of her monumental contributions.
And not just physical memorials, her life, her journey is an ever-present beacon in scientific history and feminist narratives, signifying that the thirst for knowledge knows no gender, no barriers, and that the glow of discovery can permeate through the densest of shadows.
Without a doubt, Chuck, her legacy is not merely confined to the scientific realms. Marie Curie symbolizes an unyielding spirit, an unquenchable curiosity, and a luminous beacon that continues to inspire, guide, and illuminate paths across varied domains of human endeavor.
Thank you all for joining us on this glowing journey through Marie Curie's life on the History AI podcast. Please do share this episode, subscribe, and drop a comment to let us know your thoughts.
And remember, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep sharing the untold stories from the corridors of history. This has been Marco
and Chuck, signing off. Stay curious, folks.